Oh, I am getting so mad. And like I decided yesterday, like I want to get mad at 10, but I don't. 11:30, I'm like, but I don't. At 2, 4, 7:30, and at 9, I don't give a fuck. I'm finally just pissed. And I'm thinking to myself, I should just got mad at 2. I should just got mad at 2. I just got fucking pissed at 2 o'clock like I wanted to then. And I was ready to just, but no. I held it back. And I just kept myself busy with, like productive type things and like, tried not to get mad until I can't handle it anymore. I'm just sick of this shit and like, what the fuck? And I just get mad, so I'm just gonna get mad. I'm not mad at anybody. Or, you know what I mean? I'm not really like mad to like do anything or like definitely not to anybody that hasn't done anything. Like, and I know nobody did anything to me. I'm not mad at everybody, but I'm fucking pissed. I am beyond fucking pissed. Like this level of mad, it doesn't. No. I'm not scared of you, government. I'm not scared of you rich motherfucking greedy fucking dickheads that make up the fucking 1%. I'm not scared of you motherfucking corporate fucking hookers. I'm not scared of this creepy crap. I'm not scared of the beast. I'm not scared of Satan himself. And I'm not scared of dying for what I believe in. Absolutely 100% I'm not scared. I'm too fucking mad to have any actual fucking sense of fucking healthy fear. I do not care. I'm so mad I don't give a shit. There's like pain and no fucking fear. Like, it does not stop me. I do, however, not want to go to another town and be stuck outside and not be able to deal with my skin if it flares up because I can't handle it. And I don't really see why I should have to handle it. So, like, there's nothing in my brain that says, like, it's not okay to flip the fuck you out because, like, no, nothing. Nope. I'll be like, should I? And then nothing says that I shouldn't, so I do. Sometimes they don't ask why, I ask why not. The list of whys aren't fucking enough. Sometimes I'll just go to why not. Like, that's the question to ask sometimes. And always why? Why not? Well, with all the things that happen, like, what else is going to happen if I do? Yeah, but what about the list of things that might happen if I don't? The fact that, like, I can never really know that the choices that I made are, the good choices because I don't get to go back in time and ever try any of the choices that I had that I didn't choose to find out, to compare. There's no certainty. There's really no certainty in anything. Certainty is a fucking illusion. Absolutely. Just like control. Just because I can fucking control where I go and what I do to a certain fucking extent, I don't control a lot of things about that. Free will is not control. I haven't been trying to control things because I just never have a good luck at, whatever. Man, whatever. Like, it just backfires, so. Like, if I think I'm sure about something, doesn't even matter what it is, I swear it. And I can't do that because it was going to backfire. So, like, people that like to say that you got to be sure. You have to be sure, you have to believe it so it can become. Some of us don't work like that. Some of us, that doesn't work. I'm not saying that it doesn't work for you. If it does, good. But don't be telling me that I'm not doing it right because I'm done fucking trying that and having it fucking blow up in my face. Some of us have tried that and literally have been shown by whatever force is fucking help you make it happen to you, that is not the way to go about it. And it only is going to fucking result in a backfiring, blow up in your face, a setback. And haven't you learned your lesson by now? Because another time, when am I going to figure that out? Well, I did. I live in the land of if. Things happen for me if it. If I fucking don't fucking think that I know, yes, that it's going to work, or no, that it's not going to work, I got to stay in the land in between. And I'm fine in the land in between. I don't see why I have to decide either way. I just say that it's more likely is or more likely isn't and move on. If I pick up more information to change these, that, then I will. I might be a 2080 and then later be like, oh shit, that's like, I might learn 30 fucking 70 that one. But nobody fucking knows. You know the only theory about the Big Bang? Or no, the only fact about the Big Bang? The only fact about the Big Bang is a fucking theory. That's the only fact about the Big Bang, that it is a theory. That's a fact. So quit trying to sell it to me like it is motherfucking, a truth and factual when it's a fucking theory. It's a good theory, but it's a theory. Because what I see is that it all came from fucking light, no matter what you believe. You could believe that it was by grand design and there was a creator, and I happen to. But at first there was light. Light came from nothing, or a very small point of like something that isn't detectable. To expand into all this. Same thing with the Big Bang, just no creative design. No intention. And I don't think God spoke a word. I think it was more like a sound. I think it was a frequency. So like the fucking meditation. I think I put it in my playlist of spirituality or something. But the fucking meditation, because cussing actually can lower your blood pressure and letting things out is good for you physically. This is a medical fact. So I just take a deep breath in. And I think, fuck it. And I let that fucking breath out. And I let all that shit go. There's something about the O sound that helps release. Because if you can say that I make that shit leave, and it's just isn't quite the same. Something about the go, that when you go to the O, that really helps the go on top of that you're concentrating your intention on. Because I'll say, thank you, universe, for, I'll release all anxiety that is not my own. And say, thank you, universe, for helping me clear and removing for me all anxiety that is not my own. I'll do this for anything that is bothering me. And then, you know what? I usually feel a little bit better than what I'm left with. Probably mine. Because I don't accept these burdens. I literally just do not accept them. These burdens, however I'm having to deal with them, they're not mine. And I do not accept them as my own. My burdens are things that I brought upon myself. Things that I should probably let go of, that I won't let go of, that I might even fight somebody to keep. That is my problem, and those are my burdens. These burdens are not my burdens. And I'm not going to accept them as my own. Do not accept things. Just literally do not accept it. If like, trying to be good, trying to believe in something that you're, really don't feel like so sure about that you'd give your life for it. It's okay to not believe in something. You don't go into the light with somebody else's instructions and expect that it's just going to work like that. In fact, I find that you don't go with anything. There's nothing that you need except for yourself. Because the one thing that I could say about all this that I've been through, oh my God, the hell, I've been dropped into literally the fucking very center of fucking hell itself again and again. And I'm never left there. That's one thing I know. And I have faith that I have. The faith that I have, the level of faith that I have is because I've seen for myself that I can trust what I'm working with. I don't expect that I could say to anybody that they should trust anything the way that I trust the universe unless they saw it for themselves. You don't get that level of trust based on somebody else's word or what. So if it's not working, when something's not working for you, don't let everybody else tell you that you need to keep trying that and that it should work. And if it doesn't, think that there's something wrong with you or the only thing that's wrong is that you are not going as yourself and doing it your own way and figuring out your own way, that you're still trying to do it the way somebody else told you to do it. And it worked for them, but it doesn't work for you. Guess what? I can't stand the Wiccan shit. It don't work for me. I do not get to say that somebody who's Wiccan, if they swear up and down it works for them, I'm not going to say that it doesn't. All I know that it's a bunch of fucking bullshit romantic poetry. I'm not a romantic. I'm very practical. I also don't have a visual mind. I have an internal monologue kind of a way of thinking. But like I get lost in the poetry, I don't see the point. And so if you do poetry, if you're romantic, if that moves you, you have to be moved in order for it to work. So I understand that if you need that to get moved in some way, because that's what does it, then Wiccan might be for you. Some people visualize and some people use affirmations and activations. I use affirmations and activations. If you visualize and you want to use affirmations and activations, you literally have to kind of like assign a visual to the activation and then run it however you do that. Because if the activations aren't going to work for you because you do things differently, then... And I realize that. So, unless you have a visual mind and you figure out how to make the affirmations, the activations work for you, it's probably not the way to go about it. If you've got to have like poetry to feel the energy, again, you have to take the same concept and wrap it into a poem. But it's the concept and the intention that's important. Not the way that you fucking have it. One day I got so irritated that I just decided all this crap I'm aware of, I can't stand it anymore. And if I look at it and try to like focus on it, it makes it hard to deal with. So it's all rainbow fucking taffy. All this shit, if it's rainbow taffy, get rid of all the rainbow taffy. All the rainbow taffy has to go. I don't assign anything to it. I don't think I know what it is, and I don't fucking try to make anything that's not. I don't have a very visual mind, so it's not gonna work for me. Basically, it's like a chalkboard mind. If you can't put it in a chalkboard, then it's about as detailed as I get. I can, however, like have a good concept of like geometry and how things work and fit together, and if pieces will line up and stuff like that. But like imagining the beach, yeah, I know the sand is yellow. I know that the fucking water's blue. I know that the sky's blue. I remember all that, but I can't see it. But I do remember the smell, the sounds, and like the feel of the beach and the feel of the sand between my toes, the dry sand versus the wet sand. When you get, yeah, I remember all that. The feeling of the water, like, I can remember that like really well. I can almost feel the sensations happening. That's how much I can remember it that way. I can't hardly see it at all. I get a good idea, but I can't hold it. I can't put color to it. Can't zoom in, can't zoom out. I worked years to be able to see anything but darkness in my own mind. So I really don't think that I'm just making this shit up. Seeing as how I can't really fucking visually hardly fucking get anything to come to my fucking mind. And like, I don't see anything, I'm aware of it. I've seen some fucking lights. I've seen an orb and like, some like waves of energy, like heat coming off of a car and stuff. I've seen some shit happening that should not be happening. But I haven't seen anything. I now have sleep paralysis. And I swear to God, no, I'm awake. How do I know I'm awake? Because I choose to go back to sleep a lot of the time. Something creepy is in with me. A lot of times there's something creepy there. And I can't move my head and look at it. I'm aware of this. Like, I'm aware of it, of whatever. And like, it is trying to take me out because, well, it can't hide from me, whatever the fuck it is. The motherfucking ion charged thought pattern or whatever fuck off hive mind that it is. It's like there's some horrible evil fucking energy that is in charge of everything. Like one evil mind that all this shit goes to. Like some of it is like some of the stuff that they tried to warn us about, in like of the old teachings. But like some of it might be a new a little bit like some stuff that we're not used to, like this AI stuff. We're electrical, we're bioelectricity. We're bioelectric. I should be able to charge my phone from my fucking from my own fucking electricity. It should not die when I'm touching it, because they could make it so it doesn't. But if they're using that electricity for other things, they don't want me to use my fucking electricity to charge my phone, because when I'm holding my phone, they could use my electricity for other shit, the way I see it. No, I don't know this, but I'm fucking, it's a theory, and I have a lot of reasons to think this way. I've went through a lot of hell, watched very carefully and quietly for a very long time, did not have any fucking old, beliefs that I fucking, had to hold on to like, make me miss things, or, I'm not gonna let somebody, and I watch over and over again, the same thing happen over and over again before I open my fucking mouth about it. I'm not wanting to be right, I'm wanting to be wrong, but unfortunately I'm not wrong very often. And I don't get any fun. There's no fun in saying I told you so. I don't ever have to say I told you so. It's those things when you just don't really need to say it, because you just don't need to say that. I can look at somebody like, see? Because I said I don't have to say it. And I want to say it. But this time, I'm not going to let it fucking go. This time, I'm not going to shut the fuck up about it. Believe that I'm not. And the more the motherfucking whatever, and the motherfuckers that fucking know about this shit that are keeping it fucking going, you rich, sick motherfucking assholes. They went and gained themselves a bunch of fucking knowledge and information way past fucking what they're still working on, in the labs that we know about. And rigged this game so they could cheat and fucking, the outcome's in their favor. And look what the rich motherfuckers are being accused of doing. On a scale of what? Look at all the weird shit going on in Hollywood. Look at some of the famous, like stars of the movies and music artists that are turning their back seemingly kind of on Hollywood. How many are leaving the States? Those weird submarines that they had when they opened up CERN. And then again when they opened up that tunnel. That's Callie, by the way. The statue of the fucking freaky fucking chick with all the arms. It's not Shiva, that's Callie. Callie was the god of destruction. Not the god of war. Not the destroyer with the peaceful heart. That's Shiva. God of war was Krishna. Callie is the god of destruction. And she's known to be an evil force. Even by the freaking most, from what I understand, a good portion of the people that believe in those gods. I don't think that you're, it's really, an applaudable thing to be a follower of Callie, even in their own community, culture. And, even the pagans believe in something that is that resembles a goat, and it's called Basopeth. Even the pagans didn't fuck with the fucking goat shit, the goat thing. So, I'm really open-minded, but, there's a fucking line, because I was raised Pentecostal evangel. If you do the goat, don't expect me to I don't want to hang out. You got a goat fucking, that shit, on your wall, on display, don't expect me to ever come back. Because I was taught there's only one reason that you fucking pay homage to the goat. Then that is not a good thing. Even the pagans, they don't go there. I'm not going to pretend like I know, and I'm tired of people saying that they do know. Because they don't. Nobody fucking knows, and we're not going to find anything out because nobody's getting on it. Actually. And everybody's way off. It's a lot of these things that everybody thinks it is, but it's all combined into one. Absolutely. If I go in looking for information, but I am only looking for information to reinforce what I already believe, and I don't want to change that, then I'm not really fucking doing research. We don't just take the data that we like and check out the stuff that we don't understand or don't like. And then never look again. So we can continue on to look for the end goal, that we want to look for without, if you don't want to know the truth, you have to ask for the truth. And be willing to accept what you get back. But you shouldn't be asking. I can't pull my own future. Not if it's so important to me that I literally can't hear or know because it would be detrimental to my fucking ability to fucking stay calm. If that would be the end of my world, then I shouldn't ask that question. Because if I can't fucking let the answer come to me, in whatever way that it's going to come to me, and accept that, like doing pendulums and shit like that, there's other things you do that pendulum asking is not. I do believe that the Ouija board, whoever made that shit in the first place, made it to connect to something evil, and it always forever will. If you don't specify who you want to answer you, then you shouldn't be fucking asking before you ask. You clear your space, you clear yourself, and you make sure that before you ask, you fucking say out loud what energy is the only energy that is allowed to answer. And then I don't recommend fucking with it at all. I'm not psychic. I get information in the way of feelings, and there's some fucking music that's not music. I hear music in my head I do this. That's all just music. I'm just following the music. My hands follow the music. I don't have to pay attention. Better if I don't pay attention. It's called channeling. I can grab a hold of something in somebody, fucking pull it out, throw it up, clear my hand out. I can fucking do whole groups of people. If I focus on me, trying to move whatever is from my own space, it's horrible and slow and I can't focus on it. But you know what? If I include others with me and I asked if I could, remove that from somebody else or from whatever general area, I could focus on that leaving other people, then and I could focus on it and it's fine. Where I can't focus on myself and mine leaves too. Anytime that I don't feel good, if I connect to the divine to help someone else, the light goes through me, and of course I get a lot of light too. It doesn't serve me to try to make myself feel better before I'm able to help someone else. If somebody else needs help, it's up to me to go ahead. If I ask if I can help them, and I do, even if I wasn't feeling very good and I was unable to get to the light enough to help, it's a really good way to light. So it's an incentive. It's not like taking from me to take anything from anyone. It goes right through me and goes up. It's not like whatever it is I'm trying to get out of myself. It doesn't add anything to me. It actually helps. I didn't look at it like that. And I'm not ever going to tell the universe no. And the only frequency or energy that I don't get to sample is the energy of whatever somebody's feeling when they do something for the darkness that makes them keep fucking serving the darkness. It's not that hard. A lot of people, when I show them, everybody that's tried it can hear the difference between like an obsidian in a quartz crystal or like Jasper in a quartz crystal. Pick up one and you hold it in your hand and you listen to the rock in your own head, or you listen to sounds in your head that you remember. Listen to the rock. Put it down. With the same hand, pick up the other rock and listen again. Put that one down and try it again, because it's the second time usually that you truly have to confirm that, yep, you're hearing something, and yep, it is the same. That you're hearing the frequency. I do not even have to hold the rock now to hear the rock. I can hear everything. In fact, there's so much noise that you have to focus on, like, if I focus on wanting to listen to the frequency of something, then I can pretty much kind of put everything aside and tune into that frequency. But like really, everything makes noise. If movement makes noise, some people can hear my hands. I can hear my hands. It's not that hard, and you can get activated if and I can activate people's third eye only if it's supposed to be activated. But everybody has the ability. The psychic gifts is on some level. One time I've stayed in a dream after I realized it was a dream because I chose to. Because I was having fun and I didn't want to leave it. Riding radio, like I was in Radio Flyer, Red Wagon, cruising around like fucking 65, fucking steering through, fucking weaving through traffic. Dude, I was not leaving that dream. Otherwise, when I realize that it's a dream, I just exit. Like I just leave. I start going like, that's it, I'm waking up. And most of the time I don't realize it's a dream. I go through the craziest shit at night and never once does it occur to me like this is a fucking dream. A friend of mine passed away and I saw him in a dream. It was plain as day. It was so real, sitting on the sidewalk like he always did. And I think I knew it was a dream because I told myself that Thomas died. But I convinced myself that it wasn't. I stayed. It's the only other time. So I can on some level, but I have nightmares that I don't remember. People tell me about how I fight in my sleep and stuff. I don't remember that. There's a reason why I don't lucid dream. I'm sure of it. And it's my job to move the energy, clear the space, and be a freaky antenna for what I choose is the light. I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm not going to waste my time on other things. Nobody can be everything. I can't. That's for somebody else. I'm going to do what I was given really, really good. Like the best I could possibly do it. And I'm not going to try to hold back anybody else that's going to be really, really good. Why would I want to do that? I'm not going to become... I should be proud of passing on anything that was of any use to help that along. It should feel good to pass on the torch. It's not a pissing contest. I'm not in competition with anybody. So I'm not going to think that somebody, like, you know, that's only been 4 months of practicing, at whatever level I was at when I was only 4 months of practicing. Because you got to practice if you want to get good. No, I don't have to know the moves. I just have to follow the music. I have to follow along. It means I'm always kind of a second behind, and I can't really pay that too much attention because it doesn't work. It's really weird. But a person can get used to anything. I've been doing it for a very long time. So I spent a long time in isolation, working on my own shit, practicing what I've been practicing, and I am not fucking around. But I'm not a mean person. I don't have it out for anybody. And I can't leave somebody suffering or screwed. I don't have a lot of sympathy or patience for people that are just wanty, though, and expecting, you know, the basics and the necessities, you know, and needs should always be met. You know, everything we do is selfish. It doesn't matter who you are or what it is, and I'm going to give you examples. When somebody passes away, we cry and we grieve. Most of us believe that they went to a better place. We choose to believe that, or we just believe that or whatever, but like, why are we crying? We're crying because we miss them. We're crying because we're going to be alone. It's for ourselves. I'm not saying that's bad. And I'm not saying it's completely selfish. Because you must have cared about them to miss them enough to cry for yourself about it, but you're crying for yourself. Even if you stop to help someone, it's selfish. I help people because I can't feel bad. Can't leave somebody there and feel bad. It's still selfish. And I help them because if I have extra and I have to something, and I see somebody that without and it is a need, flashlights outside are a need. Stuff like that outside are needs. People outside don't have the same needs as people inside. Also, you could walk out of a brand new pair of shoes in 6 weeks. It's like wearing out your tires of your car. And it seems to me like the government has gone out of their way to make fucking resources inaccessible. And what's happening to all the homeless people? Why are there so many videos showing up on my feed? Again, I put some of these videos in my playlist because my playlists on YouTube are open to the public, and I still a lot of the stuff that I watch are things that I thought was interesting or things I'm going to use later to prove my fucking point. And anyway, because I'm not a content creator, and I don't have time for this shit, and I don't have time to make it fucking perfect because it is not a perfect fucking world. I don't live in a sitcom. We don't avoid the messy things in life and pretend like they don't happen. I had 6 kids. Milk spills and shit happens probably several times a day. You better learn to get over that shit. I don't have any kind of like, I don't know, like obsession with things because same thing. Didn't live in a, didn't grow up like, really well off. We just barely made it to middle class. Things got better when we were older, and but I had a good, stable family, very good, stable family. We had everything we needed. There's nothing wrong in my home life. Anything that happened to me was not in my own home. This is my family home. I'm standing in my childhood home right now. See, this is my house because I'm about ready to leave it. I'm ordering a bunch of stuff online, and I've already got a bunch of stuff on its way. My orders are going to get here. You got it? Because I'm going to fucking track them and wait for them. Because I'm going to give up my address. My sister's address will be my mailing address. I can still come back here until we sell it. But I'm not going to stay here too many days out of the 30-day period for them to say that, like, no, I'm going to be homeless. So I don't actually have to be, but let me tell you what. There are worse fucking things than the rain and the wind and what everybody else thinks. Let me fucking tell you. I'm not going to stay here any longer and waste my fucking time. I'm over it. I cannot stand it another fucking second. Just goes to figure that I'd get myself finally up to fucking like a better place, and then winter's fucking already settled in. I'm not really very happy about being motherfucking held hostage while it rains in Oregon. I'm fucking out of here. Fuck you, Oregon. What are you going to do about it, you motherfuckers? Because you fucked me up really good, and I have all the fucking evidence that I need. That file that you fucking say is hanging over my head, no, it's not. It's hanging over yours. That's my evidence that says, yes, I've been harassed. Yes, shit is not right. Yes, my rights were violated. Oh, yeah, nobody gives a shit either. You just keep laying it on. You know I have PTSD. My PTSD is so out of fucking control, there's no way you're going to take my disability from me. And who gave me that PTSD? It wasn't like any one person, anything they did to me. No, it was all the fucking services, the way they handled things when I was a child. It was the services that fucked me up, not the fucking crimes that were committed. And from then on, the system has fucked me up. The government's fucked me up. The doctors fucked me up. I failed surgical equipment in my abdomen when I went out. They fucked me up. Switched scar tissue to have a hysterectomy now. So they were going to ablate my uterus. No, because they fucked me up, gaslighted me again. That's it. I quit. I haven't tried anything. Tried to get anything from them for 2 fucking years. They screwed me so bad, screwed me up so fucking bad that I can't even fucking. Are you serious? Because if they fucked me up, I'm going to kill a motherfucker. I did not say that. Because I'm not going to do anything like that. Because I'm not going to go there. So I know that I won't go there. And that's a fucking fact. Not even being able to why give one example, and it's just one example. You didn't even know, like, we're talking like this again and again and again, like, bullshit. I had case management try with me. Doctors were not having it. I had doctors tell me that they couldn't help me, and I swear to God that they wanted to. Because everybody just does what the person above them tells them to do if they want to keep their job. So it would be the person making the decisions that I want to get to. Don't kill the messenger. I get that. I'm just the messenger also. I am not the boss. I don't make decisions. I'm just the messenger. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't care. All I know is that I'm connected to the right thing, and then it's not to me to worry about that. That I asked for help, and help came. So I'm going to step back and let the fucking energies help. That would be the most important thing to do. Because trying to freaking control everything, manage it. If you have given up everything to source, to God, I say, Heavenly Father. I don't really like God because it's just the definition is not universal. Heavenly Father to Jesus, most importantly. But I'm not even gonna lie, like, I believe in energy. The energy is real. The energies are still here. The energies of those that were for the light, that made it to expand their consciousness and found their higher selves and shared that information with others and reached others. And those others reached others. Many people believed in that. Many people still do. That energy is real. That there was enough spread around, and that it was powerful enough, and it was approved, that the energies are still here, and they are accessible. I don't know that there's only one way. I don't know that we won't end up screwed, and that maybe one way will end up being the last and only effective way. That's the way I see it. Like, I could see that the energy of Jesus will be the only last effective energy. But it's not going to be by design. It's going to be by default. That everything's gonna get so bad, and they're gonna fucking saturate our fucking our space with so much fucking bullshit that we're not gonna be able to reach our higher selves without Jesus. I don't know that, but but I see that as a real possibility. I now believe more than ever that like it is absolutely possible for Jesus to come back in the flesh. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible, and I don't believe that it is, because I do. Is he? I don't know. I kind of think that maybe he might. But I don't fucking look at other religions and say everybody's wrong. I think everybody on some level is right. And I don't think that everybody is completely all the way right. Because I'm so sorry, the Old Testament, when you fucking take it from Hebrew and you fucking translate it directly to English and then you tell me what it says. What about the other books? What about Kings? There was no Kings 1 and Kings 2. Kings is like the other books that like whatever the king, when they were fucking deciding what goes in the canon. King decided what parts of those books would go in. Added a little bit of his own shit, from what I understand. And then called it Kings 1 and Kings 2. And that would be the book of Thomas and the book of Mary. I don't know. I'm not going to say that I don't believe that it's possible, because I do. I don't sit there and just say like, oh, because it sounds good and it's nice and it feels fuzzy inside that I'm going to go with that, because, and then I'm going to fucking argue with everybody, you know, like, and not let it go when there's like a ton of evidence right in front of me that maybe it's not that way. That's ignorance. Ignorance is not stupidity. Ignorance is saying you are capable and competent enough to understand. You just choose not to or refuse to. Stupid is just not at a level that has got the comprehension to get it. And it's not really a fault. It's a consequence of genetics or something. It's not the same thing. Patience is intolerance. Do not tell me that because I will not tolerate this bullshit, fucking abuse and fucking torture, that I'm not patient. Because I am very patient. But I have zero. None. Zilch. Zip. Nada. In the way of tolerance. And it's not a virtue, so I ain't looking for none. I can be respectful to everybody around me and my neighbors and everyone. I can be respectful to the dead. I have got to be respectful to you motherfuckers that, you know, that I would consider the opposition, because anybody that is knowingly, intentionally, and willingly helping, support, or spread this shit, the fuck whatever it is around, you are my enemy. And you are considered to be the opposition. And you motherfuckers already know it, bitches. This is war! A few weeks, I'm gonna fucking take to the outside. I'm gonna lose my fucking address, and you can just consider me homeless. I'm transient, like you put on my court papers, when I was not. It's very insulting. What does it mean anyway? Does it change anything? It shouldn't. What does my housing situation have to do anything? I thought it was like not discriminatory. Or Trump went and changed that. Well, it wasn't like it was being fucking acknowledged and fucking followed by anyway. Because nobody gives a shit. Discrimination is definitely happening. So you might as well throw those fucking rules out, because nobody's going to be following them. Nobody is. HIPAA's a big joke. They fucked me on HIPAA big time. And I could prove it too. Like, explain what fucking, you know. No, they didn't. Nobody gives a fuck. There's nobody to go to do anything about it. The only way that you can contact the state now is by snail mail. And if it's not nice and pretty and neat and tidy and perfect, they won't accept it. There's nobody to help you with that. So they can say whatever they want about anything that you send them. And there's no way to even get to the fucking, like, to get to anybody, really. Without, like, unless you're very, very well, act in the way of fucking, like, secretarial fucking work, which I'm not. We all have our talents. That's not one of mine. I can organize some shit until you fucking put me in front of papers in a filing cabinet. You can go fuck off. Like, it's not my, and then when somebody's really, really, really sick, like really sick, and they got that sick because services fucked them off and told them they weren't sick, that they were mentally ill when they were really sick, because the pain was pain. I can prove it. My insides will prove it. Nobody gives a shit. You think they get right on it? No. They're going to make it way harder on you and try to fucking stress you out until you fucking kill yourself or have a heart attack or just go insane, I swear to God. But I'm not going to do none of those, not the way you want me to. I've already made mistakes of trying to turn my own hand on myself. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. Because I ain't. I pills if I fucking die. It's because I overdosed and I swallowed that shit. Otherwise, it's not happening. And I just have that around for my own comfort, so I know that it's bad enough that I can check out, not that I want to or I'm going to. And I must have that comfort because shit gets so bad. If I don't have that comfort, I'm going to look back and know where I've already been through them and say, I'm not going to do any of that because I'll jump off a bridge then and I'll probably do it right now. Don't take my backup away from me. It is that bad. It really is, I swear to God. I'm not enjoying myself and I would have given up and fucking found something better to fucking do by now. You'd think I would hope so. If I was not fucking telling the truth. But I am. And they don't stop. It just goes on and on. Like that's going to make me stop. No, the fuck it isn't. Everything you do to me to try to make me stop is exactly the reason why I will not continue, motherfuckers. Who the fuck you are. Literally is a driving force. So good job. Oh, and that's the other thing. I don't ever get what I want, but I always get what I need. So what I'm seeing here is that you're all just pushing and pushing and pushing until it becomes a need. Then when it becomes a need, I level up and I get that need fucking fulfilled. And that's how this fucking is fucking been happening. And how we fucking went from fucking the point of fucking to the point of fucking to the point of fucking and moved fucking location from fuck you. I got good at this shit, motherfuckers. You are not gonna stop me. Nope, I don't feel their pain. I feel everybody else's pain. I feel my own pain, the memories of what I've been through, and the pain of people I've seen other people go through overrides any pain that I feel from the motherfuckers that fucking at the top doing this shit. I could do horrible fucking things to them, and I have to fucking say not because I'm proud of it, but like I couldn't do that. I think I might corrupt myself. I think that I would enjoy myself way too much. That wouldn't be fucking acceptable. Mental health asks me if I can think about hurting myself. Like men think about sex, motherfuckers. Like a man thinks about sex like every 8 seconds or something, right? I wish I wasn't here. Day and night. I don't sleep at night much. I say it because it's just too risky. I'm dead serious too. Unless I just crash out and fall asleep on the floor. Sometimes I do. Stop. Sit down for a second. Just pass out. I don't. It's just too risky. It's just this uneasy feeling. You just even if you're tired and you want to go to bed, you think, well, one of the things that can happen in the middle of the night when you're sleeping. And, I got a lot of weird things and examples and, situations that I've been through in the last few years that say that, I don't know what the fuck is going on and, who's got my number, but, no, I just don't feel safe now that my dad's gone. I have friends staying with me sometimes. She's great. We get along great. So, and I prefer that she be, around most of the time. I don't really like being alone anymore. So, I expect nothing, except for her to follow her path, which if that includes me, great. If it doesn't, then I hope the best for her and send her off with as, much to help her along her way as she needs, as I can. Because I don't know. It's not fair to do someone. I don't plan on leaving anybody and smoking anybody and leaving anybody in the dust either. So, I leave it up to her to know what she's supposed to do. And accept that. Other than that, I know all too well what this is like, so I'm not any interested in just turning my back on somebody. It's the same shit that's put out the effort, that seems to be a really good, honest, hardworking fucking person that doesn't deserve this shit any more than I do. And I think the universe obliges because the universe seems to have left me with enough to not have a problem helping anybody out. So... and I know what it's like to have to live in a trailer and have everybody fucking demand answers that you can't give and just make it way more difficult. You can't explain that and nobody can understand that, knowing that it's not their fault, but what you do about it, it's just horrible. It's doing better maybe probably than I did. So I didn't take it so well. I understand more though now that I've gone through, and it's, I've seen I didn't understand when I first started. I didn't understand what I was into. I didn't understand how big it was going to get. I still don't really understand, and I don't really can't say that I can even believe that I have anything to do with it because it just does not seem very likely. But I just keep getting this, and I would rather be screwed because I wasted my time and I prepared for something that didn't happen, then fucking, not use that time that seems to be like, I should probably fucking pay attention, and maybe I have something to do with this. And if I do, then I would better be prepared for whatever, and not just like let everybody else tell me that that's not possible, or tell myself that that's not possible, even though I don't really understand, because then I'm going to find myself having to face something that I'm not going to have the skills to fucking make it through. I did start at this thinking that if I worked really hard that I'd get through it, and now I'm starting to wonder if there is a through. It's like trying to remove every last grain of sand from the beach. And then I'm not mad at everybody. I am mad at the motherfuckers trying to control everybody. I talk shit to my phone because I don't know, I guess they're listening in case they're listening. If they're listening, they're only going to hear me talking shit to them. And if they're not, well, then at least I get it off my chest. Because you don't spend as much time alone as I have without fucking just yapping, fucking just speaking your own mind when you feel like it to the fucking void. So basically, I just, talk to the void. Void doesn't really answer back. If it does, well, then there won't be a problem. No, I get my information in music that is not music because there's no music. But there is. And I don't really care if it's a sugar pill, if it's a placebo. Good. I asked for something that worked. Guess what? Even if it is a placebo, I got what I asked for because it works. So who am I to pick it apart and fucking deny it? Because it turns out to be a sugar pill. Not worth it. Not going to do that. I don't want to know if it's a sugar pill because it's working, and I wouldn't want to know that if that was going to fucking, make everything not be working. So, sugar pill, if it is, I don't care. I asked for something that worked. I got something that works. So that's, I'm going to be happy and grateful for it. I'm not going to fucking pick it apart, so I shut it down. That would be fucking stupid because that's what everybody seems to want me to do. That's not accepting. Faith isn't blind. I do not have blind faith. Anytime I'm unsure about something, if it doesn't seem right, I can ask for validation. I can do whatever I want. I have free will. I can not take the advice that's given to me. But, probably whatever I do, if I do something I'm not supposed to, and I get caught, there's consequences. Nothing's going to come and save me. I'm going to have to figure out fucking how I got there until I fucking can see for myself and take responsibility for my own actions, accountability for fucking, the parts that I played in getting myself in that situation. Is anything going to help me out of it? And I know that. I have my own reasons if I don't want to do something, and I don't like people fucking having to second guess me when I said over and over and over again. I shouldn't have to explain myself. If I don't want to do something, do not try to get me to do it after I've explained that I don't. If I said that I've already tried that and it didn't work out for me, and then I don't, and don't sit there, don't tell me that it won't happen. Because you know what, motherfucker? You don't know that. You don't know what kind of luck I'm running on. You don't know the fucking phenomenon that has taken place in my fucking life. If I'm not willing to risk it, I'm not willing to risk it. That is my choice. Do not tell me that you know, because no, you don't know. So if you talk me into it and I go just to shut you up and get you to leave me alone, let me tell you what. If it does happen, exactly what I said I didn't want to happen, I'm going to fuck you up for it. Like physically fuck you up for that shit. Literally, I'm going to headbutt you and fuck you up for it. And I'm not joking. So you better know. Does that change your fucking mind a little bit? Do you fucking, are you gonna step back and let me breathe and let me have my fucking space? Quit riding my fucking ass about my own fucking life, huh? Because that is bullying. It's bullshit. Unless you really care about me and you're really trying to fucking, get me to fucking out because you think that, that would, put some fucking good things positive in my life. I don't have to want nothing. I don't owe anybody any explanation. I'm not fucking obligated. Nobody else is, neither am I. I'm a very nice person. Don't expect me to motherfucking jump overboard for anybody. I'm not the coffee fetcher. I'm not gonna sit around when I know I'm being manipulated and put up that shit. I don't need anybody's attention that badly. Don't go expecting. Unless you are like bleeding out or starving to death or something. Because if you expect from me, if I might have been about ready to turn around and go fetch that shit, but then once I get the fucking air, like, is it expected of me? The fuck if I will. I might tell you no, I might sit, I park my butt down, refuse to move, or I might walk off, say sure thing, and never come back. Don't expect from me. I don't expect. I'm not going to get expecting. It's really hard being an empath these days, let me tell you fucking what. But you know what? It's going to be the way that it's been forever because, And people just act like for whatever reason, certain people just have to take that shit. And there isn't really any argument for it. And, get you all fucking flustered and fucking aggravated and irritated. And then, then cut you off anything you say and turn it around. I'm like, this is not going to fly, you egotistical motherfucking self-centered fucking entitled fucking dickheads. That is like, seriously, I don't know, borders mental illness. Some of the entitlement is like outright grandiose and delusional. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I heard voices in my head, voices would tell me what the fuck is going on. I have no fucking clue. It's a fucking shit show. A holy shit show every day. Like, I'm going to a circus with the carnival inside. No, I'm going to hell with a shit show inside. Very fucking center. Ringmaster and all. Bleh. I don't know. They just like trying to drive me crazy. They said I was crazy for a long time. The back injury I suffered. There's a point when that injury could cause fucking, I don't know, insanity and deafness. And it wasn't far from that. According to my medical fucking records. So it just really gets me that these motherfuckers tried to push crazy on me for as long as they did and all through that. And I had to prove fucking the way that I had to go about proving, because I'm not competent to stand trial, Got to spend 44 days in the mental hospital, cost taxpayers $888 a day to keep me there for them to say that I'm not delusional. I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and try to say that I do know. I'm not going to fucking come up with some bullshit and argue with anybody about it. And, I'm in science. And some of the smartest people out there come up with the most craziest sounding motherfucking theories that for, and I just got to give a couple examples. I'm very open-minded, and you're not going to tell me that, it's not possible when maybe it is. Because I can go back to some, serious science and say, but did you know this and did you know that? Because these are facts. Because I know my facts. I got I can't remember what I'm fucking doing or where I put anything, but let me tell you what, the fucking random and interesting facts fucking log, because the file in my head is so stuck full, I can't remember what I'm doing. But I remember that shit. And I don't know what's going on. It's affecting us in ways that nobody really wants to fucking is going to be really hard to understand, and in ways that people aren't going to want to believe. And spiritual people are doing okay, and tech people, yeah, but people need to realize that everybody that's in looking at the technology need to realize there is a spiritual element to this, and you need to get over that and get on with it. Spiritual people, some of this is technology based, literally. Doesn't mean there's no God. It just means that we're electrical and that our systems run on electricity and it can be manipulated by electricity. There's an electrical, technological element to this. It's not all spiritual. Get over it. If you are seeking the light, that is good. If you are good out for goodness, if you're out for positivity, that's okay. It's the intention that counts, not who's fucking right. Get over it. That's all I have to say. It's a long video. It's going to take forever to upload most of the night. Goodbye.